Alrighty, guys, we're live for real this time. So, welcome back to Freestyle Friday on the Grace and Grit podcast. If you're new here, Freestyle Friday is exactly what it sounds like: no script, no outline, no filter, obviously. It's just real conversation. We talk about life, marriage, kids, embarrassing moments, and things that drive us crazy, things that make us laugh, and sometimes we just vent a little. Nothing's off the table here. There's no judgment, no shame. Just honest conversation with people who get it. So if you're watching live for the second time tonight, jump in chat, say hello, and tell me where you're watching from. And let's just hang out for a little while. Tonight is completely freestyle. We're just going to see where the conversation takes us. So grab your coffee or whatever's in your cup and let's start. So I was going to start today with an embarrassing moment from this week, but I got a new one. So I'm sure all of you are aware by now that we went live for like 18 minutes and 38 seconds, and there was no sound unless you heard my husband on the tractor or the door opening and closing. I scheduled my live stream. I get my software set up. It's like a small little production studio in here. So I get everything set up. I schedule my live stream 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get my drinks. I'm going to check on my kiddos, make sure everybody's good so I can disappear for about 30 minutes, sit down, get my nerves out, and then I'm going to go live. So I'm sitting there talking to one of my kiddos, and I'm like, I have to go and disappear in just a little bit. Are you good? Yes, ma'am. So I click on my tablet to see how many people are waiting. I'm live. And I'm like, I'm not live. Oh, yes, I was. For 18 minutes and 38 seconds, I was live with literally no sound except for the door opening and closing and my husband on the tractor, I'm sure. I haven't listened to it. I didn't go back and see. I haven't deleted it. So that is, I guess, my embarrassing moment for this week. But it is also proof that there is no polish over here, okay? This is true, unfiltered, unperfect, not put together, just life being life and life happening real time over here. So I had a little hiccup again last week, I think it was, with the live, and I had to do it like 53 times. Your girl is I'm not an engineer. I'm not an IT guru. So I'm figuring all this out in real time. We're learning together. So if you can forgive my pre-live live, then I hope you'll stick around for the actual real one and hang out and talk with us. And with that, what's your most embarrassing moment? Because you literally seen mine go live on YouTube. That was crazy. I can't. My husband is, I was like, apparently I was already live. He's like, oh no. I'm like, yeah. But if we want to swap gears and go to the actual embarrassing moment, I've been home from, I'm driving home from, uh-oh, I think we might have lost are we still here? Okay, it said I lost my connection. Are we still here? Okay, it shows. Oh, here we go. Okay, it popped back up again. It keeps Everybody's been having issues with YouTube this week. Mine keeps dinging too. Okay. Are you still seeing picture though? And you can still hear me? Oh, looky there. Okay. All right. I'm just figured we're going to have about 15 embarrassing moments today, apparently, because all my notifications are going off and it says that I've lost connection with my encoder. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. All right. So anyway, back to the original embarrassing story before all of the other new embarrassing things happened to me. I'm driving home from baseball practice and I get a call. And I'm on the phone, talking on the phone. Everything's normal. We pull up to the store and I'm digging around looking for my wallet, and then I just keep digging and digging and digging. I'm looking for my phone. I'm checking the seat, I'm checking my purse, I'm looking everywhere. And then it hits me. I'm literally on my phone. With the phone that I'm looking for my phone. So I'm on the phone with my mom and I tell her, I'm like, you're not going to believe this. I'm sitting here looking for my phone and I'm literally on it talking to you. And she just starts cracking up. So in my ear on the phone, I hear her laughing at me, which is wonderful. And then from the back seat, my little baseball player loses it laughing at me too. And I'm like, boy, you didn't see that. Like, you didn't, we don't tell nobody that this just happened. Okay. He's like, I'm telling everybody. But I have apparently reached that stage of life where I can lose something while I'm actually using it. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. See, it's not just a me problem. We're overwhelmed, man. I mean, we just got so much stuff going on. It's like we're trying to multitask, and I'm not good at multitasking, like, at all. I attempt it, even though I know I shouldn't, but I just can't multitask. But speaking of like embarrassing moments and like our epic failures here, I know there's got to be at least one awesome story that's out there. What is the craziest thing that you have ever seen happening in public? Like, did you see a fight? Like weird Walmart encounters? Someone doing something completely wild? One time we were at the DG and we're coming out, we're loading our groceries, me and one of my kids, and like three or four like vehicles just pull in. And I'm talking like a vehicle that's parked at the front door of the store. They just like block this car in and people just start hopping out. It was like something off of NCIS. It was the craziest thing ever. I'm like, load my groceries, let's get out of here because there was more coming in. And my son's like, pull over, I want to see what's happening. But I was like, yeah, no, that's probably not appropriate to sit here and just watch it all go down. Although there was a part of me that was like, what is going on? Who is this? And what happened? So then you check the news book to see, because everybody posts everything. And every town has those pages. We all nosy in this place or that place. So the nosiness that's not just a me thing, that's everybody nosy. So, you go to the news book and check to see if anything's posted, and you would know nobody posted nothing. Ain't nobody seen it but me, I guess. Well, and my son, who seems to want to be like a police officer, at least a private investigator, and go around getting in everybody's business. His nosiness comes straight for me. I know it does. I'm like, kid, you get that honest. But this week has been like the most stressful, overloaded week. I'm not saying I've been without stress for like, I don't know, the last 10 years or so. I keep acting like I have it all together and I don't. I keep saying, oh, it'll get better next week. Lying to myself like it hasn't been bad for the past 10 years. Life is just life, and there's no pause button on life, like, at all. You can't be like, okay, can you calm down for a minute? Let me just sit here and drink my coffee in peace? Oh no, because your notifications are blowing up, the cell phone's ringing. It's never ending. But this week just feels like it was like the most draining week. It just felt like it took a lot out of me this week, and I'm not even sure why. Like, it wasn't that the schedule was super busy this week. It it actually was fairly light this week compared to what it has been, but it's just like there was zero motivation on my home front. Like, just wasn't. I mean, we got the bare minimum done this week. My husband had clean clothes. I know he's thankful for that. But I mean, we didn't do anything extra. We, you know, and maybe it's because I'm following this trial. So, yes, TGIF, yes. I'm over this week too. I told my husband, it was probably Wednesday. I was like, I should have just stayed in bed. I literally should have just stayed in bed because nothing is working, like, at all. And my son is going through the same thing. They're doing a game night. My boys are doing a game night. And so we go and we got drinks. So he gets a can of his drink and he's walking out of the kitchen and the bottom of it just explodes. Like, he didn't even open it. It just explodes. And he's like, are you kidding me? He's like, Mom. I was like, babe, I get it. I've been doing the same thing. I mean, I'm walking, carrying a bowl of cucumbers for my youngest son. Don't get me started on that. I can't stand the cucumber thing. That kid is a rabbit. If we had a garden, there would be nothing left in it. He would be out there eating it out of the dirt, I guarantee you. But my hand just lets go, spills it all over the floor. And poor baby, he's like, it's okay, it's okay. I can eat it. I'm like, you're not eating that off of the floor. Are you crazy? Like, I'm so sorry, baby, I dropped your stuff. It's just, I think it's in the water or the air or something. It's just been crazy. And it's like nothing that you've planned has worked out. And everything that you try to handle is just getting messed up. Like, horribly bad. But I think mine started like last week because it's just trickled from the weekend and then carried over into the week. And I really thought that I, you know, it would be good by now, but I don't know. Throw them in the strainer and wash them again. That's what he was saying. He's like, we can just rinse them off. And I'm like, baby, I have not mopped this floor this week. It's not happening. I don't know what you would be eating. Because don't none of y'all take your shoes off. Oh, that's hilarious. 5-second rule has just been extended in our house. I'm telling you, everything that could have happened this week has happened. So is am I the only one that it's gotten like ridiculously craziness happen this week? Like straight out of, I couldn't write this stuff. Like, I can't make it up. So we get, well, our bank for one is just driving me nuts. I can't figure out what is going on with them people. And then you call them and they're just like chatty Cathy chipper, like, thank you for choosing the bank and we're so happy you called. And I'm like, okay, we need to take it down a notch because I have a problem and I'm going to try to talk to you about this problem, but I can't talk to you with your chipper voice. Absolutely, yes, ma'am. We'll get right on that. No, you won't get right on that there, Chatty Cathy. Like, slow your roll. I just, like, nobody is that happy. And when I have a problem and I'm stressed and I'm calling to get you to help me with my problem, your super chatty, like, happiness level is not helping my stress. It is just creating more anxiety. Am I the only one that's like that, or is that petty? I could not be the only one like that. Full moon, yes. Straight up, the level of craziness has been insane. Insane. Yes. Like, okay, you see all these things. It's like when you have a breakup or when you go through these big emotional things, don't dye your hair, don't make any dramatic changes. I legit told my husband this week, I was like, look, I need something that I feel like I'm in control in. Because this week, it feels like I'm literally not in control of anything. And this poor man, he's like, okay, what do you need? And I'm sure he's thinking something simple or just like totally relevant. It was unrelevant and super crazy and ridiculous, just like all the problems we've had this week. But I'm like, I need you to cut my hair. And he's like, negative, no ma'am. I'm like, dude, you're a fabricator. You build stuff out of nothing. You literally take a pile of rubble and you make things. The level of talent you have is crazy. You can't cut in a straight line. No, no, I can't do that. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm like, I'm not asking you to give me bangs. I'm asking you to cut in a straight line across the back of my hair that I can make a decision this week that actually works the way I want it to. He's like, that won't be a decision that works the way you want it to. I'm telling you right now, you need to schedule an appointment and go and have your hair done. No, I'm not doing that. There's no beef to anybody who goes and gets their hair done. I fully support you. You do you. Fly your flag. I will fly mine. But I am cheap. And I am not about to have to take an extended amount of time out of the already busy day I have just to go have somebody snip my ends off. Like, I can't. Not only that, I don't want to pay for it. So I'm gonna have to go like butter up and suck up to my mother, who swears she's never cutting my hair again because she don't want to cut it no more. She wishes it would grow longer. And butter her up and see if she'll snip a straight line across my back and cut my hair off because it's aggravating me. My husband loves long hair. I don't. I like shorter, manageable hair because when my hair gets longer, it is not beautiful. It is not luscious. It doesn't matter if I use Pantene, Dove, or if I got that herbal essence, ooh la la feeling in the shower. My hair looks dry. It looks brittle. It looks gross. And it's getting to that point again. Not only that, my hair is thin. And the older I get, I swear it is thinning even more. So there's like not a lot there to do. You either wear it down and you look like a drowned rat, or you put it in a ponytail and now I look like a man. Or worse than that, I have been watching the Corey Richards trial and I have realized I have the same hairstyle. And I don't know why that bugs me, but it's bugging me. I just can't with this trial, this case, and I was trying not to go there because this is not the True Crime Stories YouTube channel. We're gonna have to go live over there so we can discuss all this level of craziness. But I know there's at least one person here that's following that. There's got to be more because it's just everywhere. It's all over everything. But I'm one of those people that I want to hear what the hot mic picks up. So, like, if you put your headphones in and then you watch it over with the volume all the way up, that defense team, everything they say picks up in that microphone. And let me tell you something. They are sassy. Sassy, sassy. Going back to all the pre-trial hearings and everything that happened in this one. Okay, so just stop because we done went off on a tangent. What we're talking about is the Corey Richards trial. She is the mom of 3 that is accused of poisoning her husband 4 years ago. And I don't know what that one. Oh, yes, I do. I've seen it. I haven't. I can't go down another rabbit hole right now. But I know what you're talking about, Caleb Fuller. Yes. Yep. Well, okay. So in all the pretrial hearings of all this Corey Richards stuff, the state team I'm not gonna lie. In the pretrial hearings, I was kind of like, all right, guys, y'all are a little bit aggressive. Tone it down a little bit because you're not gonna win any friends with the jury. Okay, and then we start trial. Oh my goodness, Brad Bloodworth is like my favorite attorney. He is just so calm, cool, and collected. Like, I love it. And he even makes jokes. Like, the other day, we're an hour in, and he's like, I know we're only an hour in, Judge, but is it possible for us to take a rest? Or I can't remember what he called it. Anyway, a recess. Not a recess. Oh my God, I don't have my words. Anyway, so the judge is like, absolutely, they released the jury, and then the judge is like, I apologize, Mr. Bloodworth. I couldn't tell if you really needed a break or if you just wanted to put something on the record. And he goes, this man has done moved from his position like behind his table when he released the jury. As soon as the jury goes out the door, this man's already walking over. Like, the camera's not even picking him up anymore. And you can hear him, and he goes, Judge, I need to go to the bathroom. And everybody just starts dying laughing. And I like attorneys like that, yes, they're trying the case. Yes, they're serious. But they're humans, they're people, and they realize, that life is life, right? So then you fast forward a couple more days. And then he's it was Wednesday? No, it might have been Thursday. It was Thursday. But they had tendered the witness to the defense. They were through with their stuff, and they're like, okay, the defense can question now. Well, then they had a break. So they come back from the break, and he's like, Your Honor, citing the case of takesy-backsies, I'd like to admit something else that I had forgot to admit. Is it possible I can do that before I tender the witness to the defense? And the judge just kind of laughs, and everybody kind of laughs with him, and he's like, okay. And then he's like, Miss Lewis, do you have any objections? And she's like, I don't even know what case he's citing. I don't even know nothing about this. And the judge literally looks at this woman, and he's like, it was a joke. It's not really a case. He said, takesy-backsies. Like, oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, he wanted to say that. He did. The defense is like, we've got reports and we're going to get the timestamps. Oh, lady, I hope somebody sends you the timestamps of your client mean mugging, staring down, and just shaking her head. And at one point, she was eating. I didn't think they were supposed to do that. And the day her little ex-boyfriend testified, she's putting on lip gloss. What is that about? All right, I got like yellow error messages everywhere. I think we're still good. I think we're still good. But yeah, this trial has been crazy. And then I don't know if you watched my days are running together. Yesterday I think it was, they're debating on, okay, it's cleared up now. They're debating on a video coming in, and she is just going. And the judge is like, I feel like you're deliberately ignoring what I said. I'm like, and I love how he's just like, I was not finished talking. Forgive me. I do that. Like, somebody comes in our lane in Walmart, like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It's like a nice way of telling them, hey, you need to watch yourself. The judge is doing that. He's like, my apologies, I wasn't finished talking. Or how he says, let's stay focused on the matter at hand. What? Like, I don't know. And to know that this lady on this defense team, not Wendy Lewis, but Kathy Nestor, is also the attorney for another high profile case. And we're literally getting a glimpse of how that trial's going to be. I don't know if y'all are realizing this, but this is a glimpse of how that trial is going to go down. Because they're going to play the same way. I don't know what defense, I don't know what all lawyers are going to make up that defense team, but one of these lawyers is on that team. I just hope they got it together better than they do now, because right now I just don't see anything happening. Not only that, but then they put the diner owner on the stand, and she spends 15 minutes wanting to know what's on that sandwich. And I get it. I know what she was doing. I know what she was getting at, but I don't think she quite got there. She was trying to make sure it was obvious to the jury that there was no sauce, that there was no sauce on the sandwich, that there was no way that anything could have been mixed in and not noticed. Honey, I have watched ID Channel many, many times. I have watched so much true crime in my life that I know good and well that you could have put something in that sandwich and it not have been noticeable. There are so many different ways. I have a simple syrup that I use on cakes to make them not dry, and it's literally liquid. And you just squirt it on the cake. It goes in, the cake soaks it up. You can't tell that there was any liquid squirted on that cake. It just makes the cake moist. Hello, I'm just saying there are ways she could have done it. They are not removing the doubt that I don't. Anyway, see, that's what happens. I can't. I'm in the middle of this trial, and I will go on and on and on about it, because it's comical in a way, the way the defense is presenting their case, and it's almost like they're arguing over things that don't matter, and they're letting things go that they should be arguing over, in my opinion. And I'm not an attorney, not. I'm just a true crime court watching, documents seeking couch potato over here. Not really couch potato, but yeah. Okay, totally random tangent because we're getting close to 30 minutes. But let me tell y'all, I just said potato, and that's how my brain works. It goes a completely different way. Okay, so I don't even know when it was, but me and my husband had a date night. Haven't had a date night in a long time. Okay, my cheap self, we're gonna go somewhere we already have a gift card to. That's how I was thinking. Like, we're gonna save money. So we ended up at a steakhouse with some super famous butter and rolls. We'll just say it that way. Anyway, so we order our food, okay? And I order a loaded baked potato. Well, we're out of baked potatoes, he says. I'm like, how are you out of baked potatoes? You're a steakhouse, like steak and potatoes. How does that happen? Never mind that, because we never got that answer. So I'm like, okay, well, I've heard my mother-in-law talk about sweet potatoes, getting a loaded sweet potato. And I know that sweet potatoes are better for diabetics, so I'm like, I'm going to go healthy. I'm going to get a loaded sweet potato. So I'm like, do you have sweet potatoes? And he's like, yes, yes. And I was like, okay, well, I'll have a loaded sweet potato. He's like, all right, he takes our order, he goes on. And my husband's like, do you even eat sweet potatoes? I was like, I eat sweet potato pie. So we're going to see. If not, then I'll just eat more rolls, I guess. So we wait for our food, and our food comes out. Okay. I'm type 1 diabetic. I love sweet potato casserole. I can't have sugar. He sets my plate down. This loaded baked potato is not loaded like a. This sweet potato is loaded with sweetness. Like, it literally has the roasted marshmallows across the top, okay? I looked at my plate and I was like, oh, no, no. This is, no. Like, I have willpower, but I don't know how much. Because I'm staring at what looks like sweet, sweet victory on a plate is what it looked like to me. Like heaven in a potato skin. So I tasted itty bitty tiny bit with the marshmallows, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is good. And my husband's just laughing at me. So I scrape off all the marshmallows, and I'm like, okay, I'll just eat the potato with the butter. It's not going to be that great, but you know, I'll eat it. I finished this thing in like a minute and a half. It was good. It was better than good. It There are no words. This was like a decade. This oh it was awesome. There are no words, okay? That's how good this thing was. And the whole time I gauge stuff like if it tastes good, it can't be good for me because the stuff I get to eat doesn't taste good. So I'm telling my husband, I was like, this is wrong. Something is wrong. This is bad. And he's like, what's wrong? Is it bad? Do you not like it? I'm like, no, 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 no. That's the problem. I love this. This is good. Something is wrong. I shouldn't have this. This is not good for me to eat. The whole time I'm eating all of it. Okay, I didn't stop because that would have been logical. No, I just kept eating it. And he's just laughing at me. He's like, well, do you think you should keep eating it? And I'm like, I need to be able to measure the sugar in this thing because I don't even know. It is really good. I was like, this is awesome. Like, I just want 4 of these. I want to get another one to take home with me. So he's laughing at me, and I'm sitting there, and we're finishing our food. Well, they have those little things on the table now, the little screen where you can pay at the table. Well, it's popping up all the pictures of all the different items that you can get. Well, lo and behold, a picture of a loaded sweet potato pops up with marshmallows. And I'm like, what? So I click on it. It is loaded with the famous honey cinnamon butter and caramel sauce, topped with marshmallows broiled and roasted to perfection. Well, let me just tell you, they did that to perfection because it was perfect. So yeah, my blood sugar went up to 282. My pump was steadily giving me correction doses. It was the best thing I've ever eaten in my life, and I enjoyed every minute of it because I could never have it again. Not only that, 57 different loaded regular potatoes went out after we got our food. So somebody was holding back on me. I could have had a regular potato. Alrighty, guys. So I want y'all to make sure you don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe, and hit the bell because then you'll get notifications every time we go live. Okay? And we are live every Friday at 7 p.m. So we're live every Friday at 7 p.m. You can send me your questions to the email. You can just hop in and chat with us. You know, just every Friday, set your clock. We're going to come here and we're going to chat. Now, every Friday we'll just have like a whole freestyle thing. Apologize for my previous fake out with my going live and then not really being live with just the silence. But, you know, maybe you needed that silence this week. Maybe you got to just sit there for 18 minutes with your own thoughts and your own self. So if you did and that was a win for you, then congratulations. If you didn't and you thought I had totally lost my mind, well, you may not be wrong. But if you hung with me till the end, I appreciate it. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you hung out with me this week. And I will be back here next week. And I will see you guys next time.